Working with metal is one of the oldest crafts known to mankind. The craft developed slowly over several millennia. Those living in the Middle East, Egypt, Greece, Rome, China, and India were producing copper weapons between 9 to 10,000 years ago. Eventually, copper was mixed with tin, and the use of charcoal forges resulted in bronze. This became known as the Bronze Age. Throughout time, the way metal was shaped evolved from stones to the use of hammer, tongs, and anvils. Eventually, bellows were used to blow air under the charcoal, heating up the fire and allowing for better metal manipulation. Eventually, the Iron Age emerged, fashioned using forges known as bloomeries. The oldest bloomery-type furnace was discovered in East Africa and ancient Sudan. These weapons were easier to make because iron was more available. These weapons were heavy and deadly. I read that they were even able to cut a man in two. While steel was produced in bloomery furnaces for thousands of years, it became large-scale during the Industrial Revolution. With every generation, new and stronger tools emerged. During the Industrial Revolution, blacksmiths were left behind. However, blacksmithing continued by some for educational purposes and for art. For example, the art of bladesmithing even today continues to endure. On Season 2 of Episode 6, Forged in Fire, Jason Reddick stated that he learned how to make blades with his grandfather. First, he competed against 3 other contestants. The first challenge was taking a mystery metal out of a bucket. This could have been cable, spring, ball bearing, or brick. Jason happened to pull out the brick metal. Jason was then tasked with making a double-edged dagger in his signature style, which is a rustic style from the fur trade era. He decided to make a camp knife. After his weapon was made, the knife and the knives of the other contestants were tested. The knives had to go through a strength test by thrusting it through the lid of a steel drum, and then a sharpness test by cutting through a burlap sack. After this challenge, Jason and one other competitor was given 5 days at their home forge to replicate the historic weapon, the kukri, which is a curved design that can slice and chop. These kukris were then given a strength test and had to cut through sugar cane, as the blade was also used to clear fields in history. Next, they were given the kill test and had to slice through a suspended fish, chunk of beef, and a hog carcass. Jason's blade slashed all the way through and was determined that it would kill. Jason was praised during the show by moving methodically during the time challenges and blocking out what others were doing. As a result, he was named the Forge and Fire Champion and won $10,000. Today, Jason owns the Angry Giant Forge. He also travels around South Carolina with a portable forge, allowing people to make their own metal products. In doing this, he is sharing his love of blacksmithing with others and inspiring them to take up this ancient craft. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, and as always, thanks for watching.